applied for the Care Leadership Programme because I was really quite bad at putting together my faith and my studies at university. I studied politics and international relations at university, and I very much just wrote exactly what my lecturers wanted me to write so that I could get the best mark I could, as opposed to what I actually thought and what I thought the Bible was trying to say. Therefore, by doing the Care Leadership Programme, I knew that I'd be surrounded by a great group of supportive people, but fundamentally given the biblical foundations with which to start a political career using my degree, but in a way that was honouring to the Lord and trying to glorify Him. I've had the pleasure of working with Fiona Bruce MP, who's the Member of Parliament for Congleton in Cheshire East, and also the Prime Minister's Special Envoy for Freedom of Religion or Belief. It's been a real honour to work for her, to understand what freedom of religion or belief is as a human right, and to also help her in creating this event called the Forbes Ministerial Conference, which was a large international conference that gathered together ministers from across the world to discuss this human right in London, from across the faith spectrum, from a range of different backgrounds. And so helping her in developing a timetable, in inviting leaders, in bringing together lots of different organisations and organising activities and speakers and events, as well as organising events across churches in the UK to discuss freedom of religion or belief. I think fundamentally it boils down to I've learnt a lot about what it means to be a Christ-like leader. I've been really stunned that the people that come in to speak to care grads are all incredibly open and vulnerable and honest with us, showing us just how hard it's been to get to the position that they're in to be such leaders, but also the fact that we keep coming back to fundamental truths of who we are before the Lord, and that doesn't change regardless of position. And that even if you are 40 years my senior, they're still so willing to invest and encourage younger people. I think I've really learnt a lot from that model. I think I've learnt a lot about what it means to have a Christian worldview. I definitely studied scripture a lot before I went to an amazing church at university, but I don't think I'd heard the word worldview or quite how to view political issues through the lens of scripture, especially in issues that aren't explicitly within the word. So things like robotics or AI, how do we best apply biblical truths to those issues? And I think also I've gained this incredibly supportive community that when you're coming to a city like London that's so busy and often quite isolating, as well as such a spiritually dark place like Westminster, it's pretty incredible that you're surrounded by 11 or 12 other people who are not only engaged in politics, but really going for it with their faith. So to gain those amazing friendships has been such a miracle and such a privilege. I've got a job at a firm called Connect, which is a public affairs firm looking at different parliamentary campaigns inside and outside of Parliament. The Care Leadership Programme is an experience like no other. The amount of events and people that you get access to speak to, the number of different opportunities you are given, you won't find anywhere else. Between meeting leaders up front, one-to-one, or even having access to MPs' time, who otherwise don't have time to see anyone, frankly. It's an experience that allows you to really understand what leadership looks like in a very Christian context, as well as develop key relationships and networks that will propel you forwards for the future. I definitely would recommend it to anyone.